Guys, welcome to Las Vegas, where the house always wins. And who is the house, you might ask? Well, the house is, of course, the left-wing media, the left-wing city council, who will obviously try to go after people's guns, despite the fact that people having guns could have easily put suppressive fire towards that window and stopped this shooting from being in the magnitude it was. The other big winner is obviously the left-wing media, the guys who are out there saying that it's white privilege in America that caused this, that it's somehow white privilege being shot at a country music concert. And the same people saying this are the ones who are congratulating the professors and the Antifa people out there who are applauding the act of disgusting depravity done by this malcontent. The people who are saying, thank God it was all white people being shot. The people who said, good thing it was a country music festival, so it's mostly Republicans being shot. The people saying that it was an Antifa brother who was out there doing the shooting. And that very well could be. Our alt FBI, the people at 4chan, the heroes doing God's work over at 4chan, have done more to dig into this case and discover evidence than anybody in the Las Vegas Police Department have. They've shown us evidence that's pretty solid that this guy was an anti-Trumper, that he had ties to Islam, and the fact that ISIS claimed responsibility on this should be automatically not dismissed by the mainstream media. It should be automatically investigated and sought after, because the fact is that ISIS has had lots of opportunities in America to claim responsibility for attacks before, and they haven't. They've only claimed responsibility when the attackers were Islamic, and we saw that with Pulse nightclub, even though the government did say that, oh, well, there's no link to ISIS there. But it was an attack by a Muslim extremist who did have ties through his family to people in the Middle East and groups like ISIS and the Muslim Brotherhood. So this is very likely an Islamic scenario, if you ask me. The fact is that they're going to use this to go after our guns. And this is not a time for them to play around with our gun rights. We've seen Hillary Clinton out there criticizing the Silencer Act, or AKA the Hearing Protection Act. We've seen people demanding stricter gun control, saying that all assault-style weapons should be banned, even though the fact is that if even a well-trained police had a long rifle there, they could have easily placed suppressive fire and even maybe taken this suspect out. There's a lot of weird stuff going on. The fact is that these Vegas hotels hire ex-FBI and ex-CIA officers. There's some sort of weird law in Las Vegas that apparently prohibits people in the casino security from carrying certain weapons. And it amazes me that in a place with billions of dollars of security that can detect people's facial recognition and facial features when they're cheating on cards or when they're nervous and planning a robbery, how they couldn't spot this guy as a possible suspect, despite all his supposed bad behavior and this woman out there saying that everybody was going to die. I mean, automatic red flag, guys. This is craziness. So anyway, they can go after guns, but, you know, we have to stand up to this, guys. We have to shut them down before they even try anything. And I don't mean just in the state of Nevada, which is probably more likely that they're going to push for stricter gun control. Luckily, we have Trump. If this was under Obama or Hillary, there would be some serious gun grabbing going on. But Trump, I think, is going to stay level-headed. But the fact is that this is no time for them to try to go after our guns, and this is no time for us to give up on gun rights. We have a scenario here that's feeding into the wider events that are being planned right now. We have November 4th, where Antifa is planning this day of rage, this riotous day of rage that will undoubtedly leave people injured and millions, if not billions, in property damage behind. And people need to be able to defend their property. And who knows what kind of attacks like this will come after this. And it's very likely that this is the beginning of some sort of civil war style conflict or civil revolt. And we need to be prepared for that. We can't let them go after our guns. We need to expose these people for what they are. We need to expose this guy's motives. And worst case scenario for us, the guy doesn't fit any of the narratives that are out there right now for the media, but they also don't fit into the rumors that we've seen from 4chan. You know, worst case scenario, it's a lone wolf and we'll see copycat attacks, but people should have the right to defend themselves. Best case scenario for us, though, I think, and it's not really a best case, is that this guy will turn out to be a guy on the left who is very anti-Trump, who got frenzied by the mainstream media. And in that case, the mainstream media are also the losers, because the mainstream media is failing. And just like anything that fails or is dying, it's going to fight back. It's going to kick and scream all the way tooth and nail. And that's what's happening now. And so they don't care what they push. They're going to go balls to the wall. And we need to be right there pushing them back the whole way. The left is dangerous right now. They're going extinct, except for in coastal regions. And they frenzy themselves up. The media has frenzied these people into becoming mass shooters, into becoming anarchist ne'er-do-wells who want to tear up cities and beat people up. They frenzy these people into thinking there's Nazis everywhere, even when it's the Jewish speaker. And these people are dangerous, and the media is culpable. And the fact is that if nothing else, these people will go after our guns because they don't trust themselves. Leftists do not trust themselves with firearms because they know that they are violent and irresponsible. They're irrational and illogical and very, very over-emotional and frenzied right now, and they don't trust themselves. And we've seen the stats. We know what they are capable of. We know who commits all the crimes in America, and it is the American left. And that's why they don't trust us with guns, because they don't trust themselves. So if they want gun control, let's have them give up their guns first. Anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. Like and subscribe, guys. Please join my channel. I'll try to put out better quality stuff soon. Thanks.